Hello everyone, welcome to Sew In with your host, which is me, Erin. Today I'm going to be discussing a photo that I saw on Facebook, and I will put the link of the photo in the description, and I'll also show it in the video. 21,000 plus children die daily due to poverty and hunger. $400,000 worth of champagne for a fake wedding. Kim could have helped to save 14,285 children's lives. To say the least, I think this is really interesting to look at from a cultural as well as economic and sociological perspective. Economically, it shows the vast inequality in societies between the poor, or pretty much the majority of people. I mean, in the world, the majority of people live under the poverty line, and also the majority live on less than $1 a day. And you know, most of these people live in Asia or Africa. So it's interesting to see, you know, Americans being glorified like this, and it to be socially acceptable for this to go on, you know, when there is so much poverty and devastation and, you know, hunger and homelessness and all of this bad stuff going on in the world. You know, it says something about our values. You know, we value materialism, we value beauty, we value capitalism, we value business. That's the society that we live in. You know, having, you know, a lavish $10 million wedding, that's something that we are almost taught to aspire to. So automatically we admire Kim for having, you know, the epitome of success. And I think that's a big reason too why, you know, this stuff can go on. Now, from a sociological perspective, this comes about from inequalities. It comes about from classism, essentially. And classism being valuing one class over the other, the wealthy over the poor. And the reason that that really happens is so that the elite can stay in power, so that those who can spend $400,000 on champagne can keep doing so and trick those who can't into believing that it is good for them, which is also part of functionalism. You know, everyone has a, you know, every role in society has a specific function. The rich, you know, they're there to create jobs and boost the economy, you know, while function of the poor is obviously not seen as legitimate. You know, their function is to, as many conservatives believe, to leech off of others. Now this is definitely, you know, stereotypical, what have you, but it's just what we perceive from what we are told in our values. So I think it's really interesting to be able to look at this picture and, you know, really think about the effects. If Kim Kardashian even just didn't buy champagne for her wedding, she could have essentially saved lives, really, and she could have done a lot of good things for the world. So it's interesting to really think about the consequences of someone's decisions. And now a wedding that was basically for shit. I mean, you know, that champagne was all a waste. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions for videos, please feel free to leave me a comment or a video response. And also, why don't you tell me if you agree with my analysis, and if not, why? And also, if this has changed your perspective on Kim Kardashian. Alright, peace out, guys.